Hi everyone, I hope you're safe and I hope you're well, and welcome to this week's episode. Now you join me in what I can only say is a gorgeous day in Norfolk. It's bank holiday weekend and the weather is just perfect. Now I've got some jobs I want to get done today while the weather is so good, and that is me putting up my pea wigwams like I spoke to you about before last week. And I want to put some runner beans directly sown into the ground and just have a general tidy up. Like I said to you last week, the grass is really overgrown, and while I've made a start on the areas around me here, the rest of the plot is still really overgrown. So the first thing I'm going to do is get the strimmer out and make a start on that, and then I'm going to get over to the pea bed right at the back of the plot. But I hope you're all having a fabulous week in this glorious weather. Keep hydrated, keep putting that suntan lotion on, and look after yourselves. You need to remember, even though the weather is gorgeous, we need to stay safe as well. So join me for this week's episode. First things first, I'm going to get that strimming underway. So this is the area of the plot I've been working on in the last week, where my broad beans and my onions, you can see, have been sown over the back. But around it, it's not good. This is an area of just grass, so hopefully it will be a case of just giving it a trim, but it might take several goes. It is pretty long, and the same goes for the other side. It's amazing what a bit of rain can do to grass. Whew, it makes me tired just thinking about it, but I want to get this tackled as best I can today and sort of make a real start. As you can see down there, we are starting to clear the beds, but the grass, when it's this long, it just feels like it takes over and takes the shine off the whole plot, when really, you know, it would look so much better if the grass was shorter. So I'm going to grab the strimmer now and try and tackle at least some of this area. The battery only lasts around half an hour, so I'll see how much I can get done on one charge today. So that's how much I can get out of one charge on the strimmer, and as you can see it has made a massive difference. So when it's settled down a little bit, I'll just take the handheld lawnmower over it and just get it looking really decent again. But if you haven't got a strimmer, I'd highly suggest you invest in one. They really are lifesavers. Well, if you are just sort of recovering from the winter or have been able to get up to the plot, or even if you're taking on a new plot, they really are worth the investment. Obviously you can get petrol or cordless. We went for cordless and it does the job. The only thing is obviously it only lasts a certain amount of time and then you need to take it home and recharge it, because we aren't lucky enough to have an electricity supply up here on the allotment. So what I'm going to do now is go on to starting my pea wigwams, getting them all tied up and start planting out my peas. Right, so I've got my canes and I'm ready to go. I've chucked them all down there. There's lots of different sizes and lengths, so we'll see how we get on. My plan is to build 4 structures today if I've got the room. If not, I'm going to do 3. Hopefully I'm going to have 2 for beans and 2 for peas, so I can continue successionally sowing them throughout the season. So I'm going to give it a go, see how much space I've got. The onions did take up a bit more room than I first thought, so I might only get 3 structures built. So we'll give it a go. I've brought my pea plants up as well. I don't know if you can see them in the back there. So I'm going to get those planted too, and then have a bit of a breather, I think. there we have it. You can see I've made 3 structures, 2 there with peas, which are all now planted up, and 1 there in which I've planted some runner beans. Now there is space at the front here for 1 more structure, but I've run out of canes, so I'm going to have to go and get some more, but they're all good and they're all ready. As you can hear, it's now raining, which is such a contrast on about an hour ago, so let's just hope it's going to be a quick shower. As you can see, I've also put some protection around the peas. Just some fine mesh just to keep the birds and the mice away, but right now I'm going to dive back into the shed just to warm up again for a minute. I cannot believe the change in the weather. Like I said, I hope it is just a shower because it still feels really warm and almost muggy outside, but it is raining, which is you know, not altogether a bad thing. It's been really warm for a couple of days now, so save me doing the watering. But like I said, I've pretty much got 3 of the 4 structures built, and I am going to have to go shopping to get some more canes for the last of my beans. But all in all, a really productive session up at the allotment. Next week is going to be my year anniversary of making episodes, so it will be episode number 52. And that is 52 weeks, so a whole year of making videos, which feels really bizarre. So I just want to take the time to thank all of you for subscribing and liking and making your wonderful comments on my channel every single week. I haven't decided what I'm going to be planting next week yet because, to be honest, there's so much to do. So I'm going to see how the weather is and basically what areas I can get cleared for next week. I do also owe you a tour of the allotment, and I haven't forgotten about my Q&A session either. But for now, I'm all sort of hot and bothered, even though it's raining. So I'm going to get home and have a nice cup of tea and have some lunch. But I hope you will stay safe, look after each other. You can always follow me on Instagram and Facebook if you want to for further content, and please do subscribe to my channel if it interested you. But for now, I'll see you all next week. Take care, stay safe, and as always, look after each other. See you all soon. Bye.